Good morning, everyone. Coffee. Coffee. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Underrail. In the last episode, we completed some tasks for Gorski and helped him and his allied gang, the Zone Rats, reclaim some territory that he used to have ages ago, back when he was dominating here at Core City rather than dominating at Southgate Station. Was a close battle, almost lost Sneaky during that fight. And if it wasn't for us, I think the Zone Rats probably would have died. There's a few too many enemies over there. But we won, it was awesome, and then at the very end of the video, we decided to come back over to Foundry, and check on our Super Steel. And our Super Steel was more like Piddly Steel. One quality 91, one quality 112. I attempted to reload at various areas out and about around Foundry, and I could not get the Super Steel to be any higher quality than what it was. Right there, 91 and 112. It continued to drop them. So, I'm guessing this means that upon the turn-in of your Charons, the game has decided right then and there what your quality would be. I have off-screened the past two videos to basically undo the handing in of the Charons, and I handed them in just a few minutes ago. Actually, more like last night. But, for all intents and purposes, just a few minutes ago. So we are back down to 18,200 credits. And I had to redo the sneaking parts in the Protectorate area. I had to redo the big battle with Gorski, and I redid the escape from the Mutant territory. In fact, we're going back over there to kill the last of the mutants that I did not actually kill now. And then I went and handed in the Charons, figuring that, okay, well, I won't have to redo all of that nonsense. And we're going to go check on those Charons. Actually, that's the right thing to say. We're going to check on those Charons to see if they became some decent Super Steel in a few minutes. First, we're going to wipe out the mutants that we still have left here. It is my belief, I think I already mentioned, but just in case I did not, it is my belief that the game has picked what quality they will be when you hand in the Charons. Alternatively, it picks what they'll be when the inventory recycles. And the inventory recycled at some point early on in the past two episodes for the Super Steel, and we were left with quality 91 and 112. Does it really matter, Tim? Does it really matter? Like, okay, 91 and 112, is that really that bad? In the grand scheme of things, no, I suppose. Like, quality 112, we could make do with quality 112 Super Steel. But that's going to be like 2 maximum points of damage and 1 minimum point of damage less than I would have liked to have seen. And in honesty, we're paying 6,000 Charons for 2 attempts. That's something that's a higher quality than that. And so, no, I really want something better than that. Like, I'm willing to redo 3 hours worth of work in order to get something that's higher quality than that. So my advice to you guys is if you do want the Super Steel, turn in the Charons when you don't have a great deal of things to do. Like maybe you just have on a podcast when you're playing the game, you're just walking around exploring stuff, maybe you're out doing a little bit of vendoring to the merchants, and then go ahead and turn in your Charons for Super Steel, because that will make it a lot easier for you to just do a reload. You don't have to do like massive battles over again, or some very, very important quest-related things. So, yes, so do that. Probably easier. I'm trying to remember how to get back to the mutant base. I don't remember where to go. Was it up this way? I thought it was. I thought it was at an elevator. I walked through Core City. A little bit of Core City. I think it was this way, Tim. Right, so the battle this time that I did off-screen with Gorski, oh my god, wow. I should have recorded a whole episode of me redoing that over and over again, trying to get the same result. It was tough. It was tough. We had one mission where we all got wiped out. We had another attempt where I died. I think there was like 2 of those where I died. I got focused on by 2 people and decimated very quickly, dominated. And another, I think it was another 3, where although I won, someone in the zone rats died. And I was like, nope, unacceptable. Everyone must live. Everyone. And so, yeah, it was a tough fight. It was a very tough fight. I guess the first time we had been successful was the best time. So, got that on screen. And normally I would not do this. Actually, I'm lying. I would always do this when it comes to the Charons. I might be willing to not do this on screen, but I really want some higher quality Super Steel than 91 and 112. If we had 112 and another higher quality piece, like 125, okay. I'm willing to accept that. The 125 will be very nice. The 112, we can use that right now and make something that might be a little better than what we're currently using. Yeah, but otherwise, no. I wanted to redo it. So this time we can place the mines in better spots as well. Put a mine there. Uh-oh. You can see me. Careful, Tim. You can still see you. There you go. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, so I generally don't like save scumming on screen, especially not for something like this, but actually, no, something like this. I don't know why I'm lying to you guys. When it comes to save scumming and me in video games, I generally play the games that I'm uploading as a roguelike. Like, I very rarely will reload in order to have a better result. I often will accept the result of whatever it is. But Super Steel, 6,000 Charons, that's a good amount of time. And it's so much time that I am willing to redo all of it to get better Super Steel. And if we get the same quality, that also answers another question. That question would be, when does it respawn? And the answer is, when you create your character. If it's still 91 and 112, would be my guess. Unless there's some sort of special storage seed that makes it so that when you hand in the Charons, no matter when you hand them in with, no matter what character you do it with, the seed has rolled for you already, and you're always going to get quality 91 and 112, and then maybe the third set is something even better. All right, I'm babbling. Let's go ahead and start this up. Kill us some mutants. Kill us some mutants. Wow, nice, good hit, Garrett. Down she goes. And because she didn't scream, no one else knows she's here. That we just did that, which is kind of awkward. I should have killed her with the second bolt. Oh, equipment. Really quick. We should talk about that as well, because I did redo the battles. Equipment, not skills, Tim. Equipment. So, first, we don't have any food going, so let's eat some core chips. Okay, so we got a slightly better galvanic overcoat the next time we did that fight with Gorski. Or I did that fight with Gorski. It's 1 more % electrical, 1 more % mechanical reduction, 1 more flat point mechanical reduction, and 1 more stealth increase. So we went from 22 and 9 to 23 and 10, and our stealth went from 31 to 32. It's slightly better, but that's enough that I'm going to go ahead and use it. I also made many more serrated bolts this time around. I have 45 other serrated bolts in our stash. All right, let's head on in here, and then we'll be good to go. Oh, you poor soul! Oh crap! There's a dog. Not so poor soul. I was gonna stab him. Stabbity stab. My trap is not on the hotbar. I didn't realize the dog was in here. Can I actually shoot him? Not from that spot. No, we can't shoot him. We have to move into the room in order to fire. I really don't want to do that. Oh, no, no, no. You don't have to move into the fire, Tim. You have to move in the room if you want to actually stab him. Holy crap. Nice. Good hit. Good hit, Tim. That just took him out and the dog has no clue? There we go. Hello, doggy. I'm going to let you run out because I want that trap to be used. How's it feel, dog? It doesn't, does it? It doesn't feel very nice. Unfortunately, we're slaughtering the mutants this time around. So much for our traps. Let's take these back really quick. Coffee. Coffee. We'll grab you as well. Let's put this back on our hot bar. There's one other thing we got when I did the redo, and I got this item from the the warehouse that the Protectorate had. I got not an amazing, but a very nice quality Hurricane crossbow part. So we're gonna make ourselves a better crossbow in a little bit. All right, Tim, let's do this. Flashbanged. Next. Let's go. Whichever one I hit, Tim, it might wake up another one because of their close proximity. Yep, it did. He's still stunned. That one's really hurt. We'll stay here. Oh! Holy crap! Nice work, Garrett. Nice work indeed. Oh, I don't think I ever showed this. This is your oddity collection screen. This shows how many oddities of what types you have collected and what types may remain that you still have to find. Doesn't tell you where they are, but it is useful if you're like enormous tusk. Okay, that means you got to kill another giant side beetle, for example. And this means you're just another mutagen container in an area filled with mutants somewhere. All this stuff is lower quality, but we'll still take all of it anyway. MK2 bolts, glad we killed you. Oh, come on, mouse, don't do that to me. Hey, capsules. All right, we check the lockers, see what they have inside of them. Don't need to run the shield at the moment. Adrenal glands and some acid. And this mutagen, and this mutant had garbage. Just garbage. What's in this today? EMP and the bullets. We don't want the single bear trap. Alright, awesome. Oh, the toxic barrel will have toxic sludge in it, but I guess I can stay there. I think I searched everything else. Alright, everyone, let's get this stuff back to Core City. Then we'll head back over to Foundry and see if our super steel's ready. If the quality is different, but of similar stature, then I will just I will off-screen the game for a bit until I get some decent quality super steel. It's important that we get it. I'm not paying $6,000 for junk. I don't quite understand why the quality of the super steel is different. Like, the smelting process, shouldn't that be removing all the impurities from the super steel? So shouldn't it always be super high quality, like the best quality you can get, like 150 or something like it? I don't know. Seems like it should be that way to me. But then again, we can break down a combat knife that weighs 1 pound for 7 pounds worth of stuff. Jesus Christ would be amazingly happy with that result. Like the breaking of the bread and fishes. People bring him a barrel, he feeds 3,000. Of fishes or bread, he feeds 3,000 people. I just, yep. I guess we're Jesus Christ. We should have played JC Denton. Should have played JC Denton instead. I thought about that as well. There were quite a few characters I wanted to make for our playthrough. JC Denton would have been similar to Garrett here, but instead of pickpocketing, he would have taken hacking instead. Otherwise, he also was. I used him as a crossbow melee guy, so it'd be it's the same type of skills. Other than that, maybe not throwing though, which would have been tough if I'm being honest. Early throwing is amazing. Okay, let's pop this up and let's repair. Yes, even though it's not worth very much, we're still gonna repair that. Take the bullets out of these. And we know we can get more scrap out of these items by full repairing them, so we're going to full repair them. I think we'll skip repairing the daggers, though. Alright, next, let's break this stuff down. Where is our recycle item? $24. $28. 119, very nice. We should we probably should repair that as well if I can actually speak this morning. I can't speak normally when I play the game. 26 more scrap. 19 more scrap, and you, let's repair you. And break you down as well. Then we can build a ton of repair kits. Okay, nice. Then we can store these some of these repair kits here. Let's see, how many did we pick up? Where are they? Here they are. We don't need 13 of them. We can leave 6 here. We don't need 22 normal repair kits. We can leave 11 in here. We can go ahead and put this stuff, all of this stuff away. And now for the big question. Do I want to make that crossbow now? Or do I want to take Boyer as a level up? Let's show you why. So, let's go all the way up here to crossbow. We've got a crossbow parts for a tornado, and it's 119 is the quality. Now, the crossbow of all the crossbow parts to see that was this high quality is not the one I really wanted to see. The tornado does good damage, but it's got the minus 3% precision normally with the crossbow, which is a bit awkward. I much prefer having a hurricane rather than a tornado. Actually, I like tornadoes better than hurricanes, but it doesn't matter. So, look at that durability. This is one of the highest durability crossbows we can get. This is an end-game crossbow part. It could be better. There is, I think, 1 or maybe 2 higher ranks than this, but this is what I would consider end-game gear right here. As you can see, just flat out, the damage of this tornado crossbow beats our scoped Super Hurricane crossbow. Next, we could put this in here, our crossbow super string, which I also found, by the way, last episode on a merchant. Who did I find it on? I found it on a merchant that was in Rail Crossing. So, that would get us our damage, 47 to 69. Amazing amount of damage for this weapon. We could then have the option of course, putting on our scoped, which would increase our precision by 7%. I generally, though, want that crit chance being a little higher, in which case I think we would want the high resolution digital scope instead, for 16% critical chance. If we waited until I took Boyer next level, that would give us a critical damage bonus of 130 as well. And make it very, very nice. But I don't know if we should do that. Because that's one... I mean, it's so tempting to make a fantastic crossbow. We could instead use the atomically aware scope, which would give us a critical damage bonus of 180%, although our crit chance would just be 6. Combined with this, though, that's 90% chance to crit. So, those are our choices. It's really tricky. Part of me wants to make it right now. But I think we should at least wait till we level. Oh, and I don't suppose the merchants renewed their equipment while I was out doing that, did they? They did! Holy crap! Alright, let's go ahead and vendor some stuff. Alright, so... we'll take a few of these, take a belt. No one's here is probably buying crossbows. We'll take this. Take this. Alright, let's see what we can get for this crap. Hey, Oscar. Alright, what are you buying from us today? You're buying a single grenade, which we don't have. We'll sell this garbage. Sell this junk. And that's all your cash. Just that little bit of stuff. What else are you selling? Riot gear. We'll take that. Because why not? Any better quality crossbow parts? A tornado, but 104. We have like a 114. So that's nice to see that. But if that was maybe a hurricane, I'd take it. And I don't think you're going to sell anything else I'm interested in. That sounds like something to increase our detection. I'll grab that motion tracking lens. We can make other items too. We can make goggles and so on. In fact, I probably should look into doing that while we're here. You know by now with the rest of this, we grab bullets. So let's trade all this stuff. And then he will buy some pistols. Let's trade some of this away. For the rest of the bullets that we can get. And then we trade all the bullets to Dercia. For more Charons. That's an amazing amount of them. And what is she selling this morning? We'll take an acid bolt. I like crawler throwing knives. Shame you can't make crawler crossbow bolts. That would be amazing. Way, way probably unbalanced, but amazing all the same. Alright, neither of those are better. She has a burrow trap. We'll take one of them. And I think that's all we need from her. Yeah, I think that's all we need from her. We'll auto that. Oh, I should have looked to see what she's actually buying, because I did not check that. So let's quickly check to see if she's buying any belts or the like. One leather... Oh, she's buying a leather armor today. She's also buying a blueprint. We can sell her the blueprint. Oops, that was... I don't know. Stop! Go ahead and put this in, Tim. You have more bullets as well. One leather armor, huh? One leather armor. I don't know what counts as leather armor. Does this count as leather armor? No, that's like a armor suit. Alright, well, we don't need anything else, I guess. Let's put this back here. Put these back here. Okay. Oh, while we're here, we should also see Heidi. Every single credit counts in the end. Hello, Heidi. You're buying 4 medicines today. That was one. That was you had a 50% chance of getting that right, Tim. You messed it up. All right, let's head on over to Foundry and check on our super steel. This will answer an important question together. We'll answer both our questions. Assuming your question is the same question as mine. In which case, it's more like one question, not both our questions. Well, it is both our questions, but it's both our question. Does that make sense? The question we both have. There we go. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. To Foundry. to Foundry. And I have been thinking, and the more I've been thinking, the more I have been thinking that we will pick up Quick Pockets instead of the guaranteed crit skill. And then that just leaves the question, do I want Boyer? Because we could take the Quick Pockets and we could take the crit skill as the final 2 feats. And that would give us, well, I mean, we wouldn't gain Boyer though. But I think, isn't the the expansion is going to add 5 new levels, and you're going to get skill points for it. I know, I think you will be able to earn these special traits, these passives, which increase some of your feat capabilities. Do you also get 2 more feats? Because if so, I could wait on, I mean, not that I could wait, but we could still take the aim shot later on. Oh, while we're here, you want, no, let's go look at the Super Steel tip. Nothing else matters. If the Super Steel is the same exact quality, that answers an important question. That question sucks. The answer sucks, which is that we're stuck with low quality Super Steel. I didn't really want quality 91 Super Steel. We can buy better quality metal from the merchant here. 112 is acceptable. If we could get a 112 and a 115, fine. I'll accept that. I'd much rather have much higher quality equipment. I think the highest quality I've ever had has been like 147, I want to say. And for that high quality, we won't be able to actually do anything with it. We will have to wait until we get the player housing. Because later on, during that, you'll be able to buy crafting benches, and those increase your crafting capabilities passively by 10%. It also could be maybe that the quality of Super Steel we are getting is based on events which occur in the game. Maybe we should turn in the Charons later on, rather than so early. Doesn't really feel that early, does it? This is video like 54, 53 or something like that. I think we're about halfway done with the game at this point. Okay. Oh, he's smelting again. Oh, right, because we're the Super Steel. Hey, Bernard. Alright, let's take a look at it. Hopefully it's better than the last batch we got. 100. Ah, 74! No! No! This is worse! This is worse! Okay. So the good news is that you can get different quality. The bad news is I'm doing this off screen. Alright, everyone. Well, I'll be back. I'll be back. Okay, everyone. It's 3 hours later. And I think I'm going to be happy with the result. I have figured out a few things about how the Super Steel plates, how they spawn with different qualities. Or rather, when it decides to do it. And I think I was right with my initial statement. First, let's get these super plates. Hello, Bernard. Thank you for the super plates. Alright, so first, notice I have 3 of them. This is only because I was like, you know what? I don't want to have to do this again later on in the game. Because if we get one good set of super plates, I'll want another good one probably later on. Just because. Why not? So, I went ahead and bought 3. Next, the super plate quality seems to be decided the moment you give him the Charons. The moment that happens, the game has picked right then, from a random number, what those qualities are going to be. So if you want different quality, reload the game just before you give him the Charons, and then try it again. Next, takes about 45 minutes for the super plates to be created. Finally, this is like my 3.5 hour attempt. So this is like super plates number 5 or 4 for me. Another attempt to get them, not including the other 2 attempts I've had. So this means that overall, this is the only time I bought 3. I have attempted this now a total of 6 times, and for a total of about 15 Super Steel plates. Most of the time, the Super Steel seem to be of quality 70-ish, like 77, 78, and the max I got before this group was 118. That's pretty terrible. That would have been all of our money and we wouldn't have gotten anything decent. Or rather, I'm sorry, nothing late game. I highly recommend you save the game before you give the gentleman the Charons. Do it. And then reload. And then don't do anything. Like, don't... Just sit outside Foundry, turn off the volume, go and watch some podcasts, play a different game. After like 45 minutes, come back into this game, check to see if you got a decent set of Super Steel plates. Alright. Now, let's take a look at these Super Steel plates that we got. I think we're going to be very happy with these. So we have a quality 109. I consider this to be about mid-level for Super Steel plates. This is still about probably like 2/3 or 3/4 into the game quality of gear. It's decent though, not the best, but decent. And then this is good. This is very, very good. Not the absolute best Super Steel we could have gotten, but very close to the best Super Steel we could have gotten. I think the highest quality of items you can get in the game, I want to say is like 160. Maybe like 180. I'm willing to accept quality 148 Super Steel. And we got a second copy of it. So 2 148 plates, 1 109 plate. Thank God we got something decent. I can't believe it took 3.5 hours of this though. Just a lot of time waiting. I can understand a little that, hey, they want you to not just simply reload over and over and over again when you get them, trying to get the best. On that same note, though, you're going to do this anyway, because 6,000 Charons, that's a lot of money. That is a significant amount of investment that you have just sunk into getting something decent. And if you ended up with, like, a quality 77 and 84, oh my god, that's just junk. That is junk compared to the amount of money you have just sunk into trying to get something good out of those Super Steel plates. Like, absolute god-awful trash. Not worth it. And if you spent $9,000 and got like a 84, 109, and a 120, that's not really worth it either. I would definitely try to get a quality 135 or higher Super Steel plate. So anyway, so we now have actually we have 2 good pairs and 1 middling pair. If there was a way you could spend even more money to increase the quality of a Super Steel plate and not 3,000 Charons worth, okay, maybe then I'd be happy with getting the initial one we got, which was like, what was that, 91 and 112? But this is significantly better. Holy crap. Alright, so let's talk to Leonie really quick and tell her that we've got some Super Steel that needs shaping. We're not going to, actually, we should say thank you and goodbye first, and quick save. I'm not going to do any of this because I don't think we need to do this. But let's talk to her. I got some Super Steels that need shaping. Now, we don't, I think, need to shape this. But let's see what she can do with it. Put it in a container on the counter and let me see what we're working with. Understood. So let me see. What can she do with Super Steel? Okay, so I think the Super Steel... Let's do this over again. This little part right here. So, she can take Super Steel and she can do some other things with the Super Steel plates. For our needs, I don't think we need it shaped any differently, because the only thing I would be making would be like a combat knife, which just takes the Super Steel flat off the bat. In fact, well... No, let's go ahead and now do this instead. So now we put the Super Steel plate in here. We can talk to her again. And as you can see, we can create Super Steel fibers. Now these I don't believe are useful to us in any way. They would be very useful to you. Oh, Super Steel sheets, sorry, and Super Steel fibers. I don't think the fibers we need for anything, because this is used for the infused leather blueprint. That would take the quality of a leather armor and increase the quality dramatically. For example, we've got that Rat Hound leather sitting somewhere in one of my stashes that's like quality 74. Combined with a excellent Super Steel fiber, that would jump that quality up to like 150 or something like that, and we could make some amazing leather armor with it. I think Super Steel sheets are used for metal armor as well, but we don't need either of them at the moment. We're just gonna take... Wait, what? Oh, I accidentally put a 148 in there, I guess. Or the game tried to make me use one of them. Okay, anyway. So if you want to make the best leather armor in the game, you're going to need to convert that super steel into fibers for leather armors. And I think you need the sheets if you want to make other types of armor. But I never attempted to make metal armor, so I don't know if that's accurate. Okay, so there's been a lot of things now that we have to do again. Remember those mutants? We're killing them again. Because I was like, I'm not going to kill these guys a fourth time in a row while I bypass time, especially if the super steel plates are just useless. I'm going to let the game just run in the background and just watch some Warcraft 3 tournaments. That's exactly what I did. My entire morning was spent doing that. Okay. We are, however, going to make a better dagger. The question is, do we want to make one using the 148 plates? Or do we want to make one using the 109 plate? I'm not sure. So we'll take a look. I actually have some good quality other metals up here, having purchased them a little bit ago, I think. So we're going to go ahead and take a peek and see what we want to make. While we're here, we can visit the merchants, because by now they've probably recycled their stuff again. Everything I basically did the 30 minutes earlier in this video was completely redone. But I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it because I think I was entertaining. I think I was funny this morning. And, well, crap, I already compressed it down while waiting for some better super steel plates. So we are totally keeping it. Alright, so, first, let's go ahead and visit our barrel. And put our super steel plates and the super string into this. Next, let's take out a few items. And we're going to try to vendor a few of these things. Hello, Oscar. Okay, yep, your stuff is back. Let's trade for all the Charons we can, because now we're down 9,000 Charons. And you don't have good quality anything here. Actually, you have an MK3 grenade. We should take that. Oh, blueprints. We should also look at blueprints. Blueprints? There are a few blueprints that we still need, and I realized that while out and about redoing things over and over again in the game. We don't have the incinerate bolt plans. I think we get those from Southgate Station, and there's a few other blueprint plans I will want. Alright, hold on. So let's trade you the belt. That's the only thing you're buying from me at this point, it looks like. Oh, I want a plasma cell if I can get it. We have to pay. Do we have any bullets? We have no bullets on us. This will be fine. Okay, next. Let's go ahead and trade some other things for more bullets. To Oscar. Hey, Oscar. Okay, you'll buy the helmet. You'll buy at least one more gun. Okay, how many bullets can we get for this? Because we want as many as we can grab. Perfect. Then we bring the bullets over to Drzia and trade them to her. I think we're losing out on some of the exchange rate for the bullets by doing this. But still, it makes it much faster to acquire more Stygian coins. So that is why I do this over and over again. Plus, the two merchants are right next to each other, which makes it extremely convenient to do this. Right, so the rest of this stuff we don't need with us. Okay, so I think we're going to make a dagger. Oh, first, we're going to sell some medicines while I remember to do so. Hello, Heidi. You're buying 3 medicines. Yes. I was looking at the antidotes. But I didn't actually have to use any antidotes when I went back and redid the... whatchamacallit? The Protectorate area. Because I ended up scaring the Deathstalker, but not killing it. Okay, Tim. Do you have the dagger molds here? Because if you don't, then you're not being able to do this. I see the handle. You know what I should also be using? I should be using our filters a lot more often than trying to find this stuff. Okay, we do. We have serrated knives. Let's take one of those. It's not really the serrated knife I want, though. I want a combat knife mold. I don't think I see any here. Oh, okay. I like the combat knives better than the serrated knives. Okay. Let's see if you guys are selling a combat knife mold. I think that's it. It's not a dagger mold. That's a normal knife. Let's check Garcia as well. No knife molds on her. Okay, so let's show you what types of weapons we can make. So we'll take the 109, we'll take the 148, we'll grab my 127 Tichrome, and we'll grab my 127 Tungsten Steel. Okay, so if we want a weapon, let's see what we can make. That's interesting. We can use a knife mold or a serrated knife. Oh, combat knives. And this is any type of knife. Alright, so this type of knife would be the bleeding knife. And of course, I don't have any energy cores or power modules, so we would not make this an electrical knife. Here's what it would look like if we use our amazing 127 Tichrome bars. 13 through 21 damage. That is a serrated knife, so this has a chance to inflict a bleeding wound. I would consider that just as good as our current steel combat knife. What's the durability of this? Wow, oh wow, that is, okay, so this is better. Yeah. The damage is almost the same. The crit chance is slightly higher at 13%, and it inflicts a bleeding wound. That is an amazing knife. Yes, that is incredible. And that's using our Tichrome bars. Also, look at the blade. I like the look of that blade as well. That's very nice. Now, what if we changed it to our Tungsten Steel? Still high durability. 13% crit, 150, versus the Tichrome bars, which is 13% and 130. The damage is slightly different, though. Is it? Oh, it's not! What? It's exactly the same? 13% and 150. Ice, 13% and 130. Hold on. Is it base action point? I see. This also is one less action point. Oh, okay. This is... One second, I'm getting confused. I'm not going to see the numbers. Action points are 11 with the Tichrome. We have a 130 damage crit bonus and 13% crit chance. It costs one more action point to use this with the Tungsten Steel, but our crit damage also jumps up by 20%. What happens if we use the 109 Super Steel? The damage is lower. The damage is lower, first off. And that makes sense to me, because the quality is lower on the Super Steel. Only 109. We gain 1% crit, and the damage bonus, though, is still nice at 130. But this is why I didn't want 109 Super Steel plates. Let's try that with the 148. 14 through 23. That matches the damage we currently do. 14% crit chance, that's 4 more %, and a 115 damage bonus. I don't know if this is taking into effect the weapons smith skill I think we have. It might not be taking that into account. So, those are our options. Oh, it's tricky actually. Now that I have the Super Steel, I kind of like the Tichrome bar one better. Okay, Tim. So you have 2 of these. See, this is when the buyer's remorse takes over. They're so expensive. You don't really want to use one unless you absolutely are sure this is going to be what we want to make. So let's go ahead and quick save the game. And we'll make one of these based on the 109 metal. Because I just want to see if we get an extra 5% crit. So we take our handle. We take the 109 super steel plates. Maybe we should make some fiber out of this instead, Tim. Well, I'm not gonna keep this dagger. This is just an experiment. Oh, of course, we were also only looking at the serrated mold. Right, let's look at the normal dagger mold. I forgot about that, everyone. We were looking at what would happen if we used this serrated knife. And that is still decent damage for a serrated knife, if I'm being honest. It's just that I know this does more damage. Now, if we look at what it takes with a normal knife mold, this gives us pretty much exactly what we have here, but with a 14% crit chance. Oh, and this also bypasses 75% of the enemy's shield, so it's better at that. Notice the durability. This is the equivalent of an equivalent level, but the material is better, which is why it is better. I don't think I would normally make this, but I want to see what the crit chance is when it's all done. Okay, so that extra 5% was taken into account. So this is better than our current dagger. But I think we could make a better dagger than that. So we'll save the 109 Super Steel for a different dagger. We could make two weapons as well. We could make two daggers and try them both out. It's just that, well, let's take a look at this dagger. There's the 148 plates. Here's our knife mold. Now look at that weapon. 17 through 28 mechanical damage. That is amazing. 12 action points, 14% crit, 115 crit damage bonus, bypasses 75% of the enemy's shield. That is phenomenal. This is one of the best daggers we could ever hope to get in the game ever. Alternatively, we can use a serrated knife mold, in which case it does the same damage as our current weapon, higher crit, obviously, and slightly higher critical damage bonus with the chance to inflict a bleeding wound on the enemy. Very nice as well. Very, very nice. Phenomenal weapon, either of them. And I'm not sure which one to pick. So why don't you guys tell me what dagger you think I should use? They're both fantastic. I would use it to the end of the game. The only exception is if I would want to add an energy module to it, allowing it to inflict electrical damage. But I'm not generally gonna. I don't think I want to do that for the most part because I don't. It's not gonna do that much electrical damage. It still will work as a normal serrated super steel knife, even without the electrical parts to it. Like, it's still gonna be great. But I don't think I really want to repair this using electrical repair kits. So let me know what type of knife you think we should make. A serrated super steel combat knife? Yes, the combat knife or the serrated knife. And we'll make it. This one, again, 115 crit damage bonus, but higher base damage. This one, damage equal to our current weapon. 15% higher crit damage, though. 4% extra crit, which we both have, and a chance to inflict a bleeding wound that deals an additional 100 damage over 3 turns, which would be our 14 through 23 points of damage. So a little bit of bleeding damage there. I'm absolutely thrilled with either one. Now, since I'm going to be recording the game for quite a bit longer before this part goes up, I think I'm 4 parts in advance, we will make a different knife at the moment. And I think... which one of these do I want? They're both so very nice. Even though it's slightly less damage, I think we'll make a serrated Tichrome knife. Actually, they're both be less damage, Tim. Your crit is 13% with this. Ooh, or 15 through 25. This actually does more damage. They both do. 11 action points versus 12 action points. That's what it comes down to. Possibly an extra swing. I think we'll make the Tichrome. But I like the look of this dagger, so we'll make it serrated Tichrome knife. We'll do this for the bleed. Done. And since we can pick up molds whenever we wish, let's make the other knife too. Those metals I picked up for those knives were easily purchased from Foundry. And so I believe we can probably get them again. Next, this amazing knife of ours has now been replaced with other amazing knives. Both of these are incredible. We'll try out our bleeding knife. I don't tend to use bleeding knives. In the past, I just prefer the straight damage. Oh, we should totally break apart our old knife. It's not going to sell for very much, but we can get a crap ton of parts for it. 180. Make sure that, Tim, this is the old one. And then we can make some repair kits from that. Okay, finally. Sorry about that, everyone. I know that took a while, but I really wanted to show, like, hey, quality of your gear, of your equipment really matters. Furthermore, we could get lucky. Maybe later on we can make more super steel, and if we do that, maybe we'll get even higher quality gear from it. So this can totally be dropped off for some fiber, I'm thinking, because I still think I will want to make Garrett a tailor when the expansion is finally out. Still no news as when that will happen. Alright, for the last part of this episode, I guess we'll just kill the mutants again. They're down here, Tim. Oh, did you want to make a better crossbow while you're here from the tornado? Since you did pick up super string. Am I taking Boyer? Because if I am, then it's kind of a waste to build this weapon now. I don't know if I'm taking Boyer. Not next level. We won't be. So let's go ahead and make ourselves a decent crossbow. The one we have actually is decent as well, I should point out. Alright, so we'll give this one a try. So, crossbow. I think, Tim, that you still, though, need the normal scope on this. You can use the digital scopes if you ever get a better Hurricane crossbow. But here, you need that base precision increase. So, Hurricane. A scope to give me 7% precision bonus. Because we need it. We are losing 3 precision. We are gaining lots of damage. We lose a tiny bit of crit as well. 2%. But I think it's worth it. Done. Look how much that vendor's for also. And this was a fantastic crossbow. We will hold on to it, just in case it turns out that the accuracy penalty is too big for me to handle. Okay, let's kill those mutants again. And then we'll call it a session. All of this, an entire hour's worth of video, plus an extra 3.5 hours of my real life, spent getting some Super Steel plates that I like. And even then, those aren't the highest quality. Oh, and I've heard when the DLC comes out, the quality of items will be upped. So you can get far better quality items once the expansion is out, I've heard. I think the max level, again, is like 160 or something like that at the moment. Maybe 170 or so. But in the expansion, that's going to be upped to, like, I think almost 200. Don't quote me on that, though. I'm not 100% sure. But I have heard that the quality will be increased. I don't know if the qualities will be rebalanced. For example, I'm not sure that a 148 quality item will be the equivalent of a new 173. Like, everything gets reshuffled and rebalanced for the DLC. I guess we'll find out when it comes out. So, we now have some incredible daggers. Not the best, that would require the Super Steel. But amazing daggers at the moment, all thanks to crafting. And our crossbow, our crossbow is also phenomenal. We could, however, have gone through the rest of the game with the dagger we had equipped anyway. Like, it's not a bad dagger, not at all. But now we have even better weapon. Or rather, let me rephrase. I think we could have probably gone through the rest of the game with the daggers that we had. Again, I have not done deep caverns, and I've heard nightmarish things about deep caverns. Okay, time to kill us a mutant. Ooh, our chance to hit her is a little lower. We expected that, Tim. Oh my god! Oh crap, here they all come. I never set this up because I didn't think they'd all arrive at the same time. Oh, wow, 125 crit. That bleeding wound's gonna really hurt. Oof, nice bleeding wound, Garrett. Let's move you back. Okay, that dog's coming out this turn. Probably. Or not. Moving and firing its weapons, though, is going to be tough. Let's wait and let's let them come to us. Oh, hello. You have range from me all the way over there, do you? Nope, not taking that shot. If I move forward, it's going to be... Let's let him come to us. And try our dagger. Holy crap. Amazing. Remember, Tim, there's still a dog in there. It's like it didn't care about its friends whatsoever. Oh, hello, doggy. Alright, let's go over this way and check the barrel they were guarding. Yeah, amazing, amazing weaponry. How damaged are we? We'll wait a few seconds. While we're waiting, we can break down all the other items that are here. Where are you, recycle item? Oh, right. We should repair all this stuff, Tim. We'll break down the dagger as well. Seems like I'm doing this all the time. Just because I had to redo this several times. This is the, like, 4th time I've killed these mutants now. Hopefully, though, this video at least drove home the importance of high-quality equipment in crafting. And also how important it is to go ahead and raise your crafting skills to significant levels to help you with that. We can probably vendor that one. Alright, repair kits. Oh, tiny bit of acid left. Not so bad, though. Oh, we don't need that. We don't need to do that. Ah, oh, amazing. Amazing equipment. I still have to make up my mind if we want Boyer or not. It would give our crossbows an extra 30% critical damage bonus. I don't know if we need it. It's tempting because we took mechanics and electronics. It just goes nicely with our crafting of crossbows. Effectively, though, since you're only going to be using, well, since I suspect you will almost always be using one crossbow, that's used only once for you to give you that extra, like, it's as if you took a feat that said whenever you use a crossbow, you gain 30% extra crit damage with it. Of course, you'd have to craft it. Alright, everyone. Well, I think we're going to stop here. I'm just going to do some slight inventory management, but then that will do it for us. I'm going to go finally and get some lunch. I can't believe the whole morning was spent doing this one thing, but worth it. This will be extraordinarily worth it. And we still need to keep our eye open for better crossbow parts. We want a Hurricane. And again, preferably with a high quality base. A 112 is good. It's good, but it's not the best. And we want the best. We're taking lots of crafting to make the best items in the game. It's the whole reason to do it. Well, maybe not. I guess crafting could also be used for consumables, which are good. And really, and since all of this helps you in combat, or most of it, you want to raise it rather high. I'm kind of babbling. I'm going over the place with what I'm saying. Okay, we don't need that. You two stay. Okay, awesome. All right, everyone. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Let's Craft Some Daggers. Let's wait for metal to be made. And I will see you guys in the next one, where we'll actually begin killing things with these weapons. Again, let me know what type of dagger we should make with our super steel. We'll make either a serrated blade or a normal one. Both are wonderful, and we'll probably keep using that one for the rest of the game. And I will see you guys in the next video, and take care, everyone.